today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded just outside the goal line, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game,
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last
week. 2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
First down, here's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Here we go. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Here we go. Ready? Nice one. Got.
And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is well complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do gain 9, but it leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Well, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Burrow will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question. make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
5 yards remain on second down.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike.
Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his target, Harris. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. From the gun, Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Washington defense, they stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. Welcome back, everybody, to FedEx Field, just outside of our nation's capital. The Giants possessing the football. We rejoin the action in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of framing it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down to the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the slant, he's got Davis. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
First down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Running left, it's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 54 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they've played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
They stop them for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down at 5. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley breaks exactly. He's got room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off play action. Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Oh, he's got a little daily. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Burrow's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Got some space. This one caught by Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go. Ready?
Mitchell again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Mitchell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back at 4. They couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Second down and goal. Jones. Welcome back, everybody, to FedEx Field, just outside of our nation's capital. We're in the fourth quarter now, and the Giants in possession of the football. From the 3 here on second and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
To the air again, Burrow.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2nd and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 2nd and 9.
Jones. And he's got Booker. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Handoff to Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket.
He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow, open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A final shot now for Burrow.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.